Congratulations! You just scored a 192 on an IQ test that was designed to cap out at 160. The proctor has to call a separate board just to confirm the number is real. You are 9 years old. You can solve calculus problems before you can ride a bike without training wheels. You read a chapter book in the time it takes another kid to finish breakfast. Teachers run out of material for you within the first semester. By the time most kids are learning fractions, you've finished the entire elementary math curriculum and started on algebra in the back of the classroom, alone. This feels incredible, for about 3 weeks. But there's a problem. Word gets out. A teacher mentions it to a colleague. The colleague mentions it to a local news producer, looking for a feel-good segment. Within a month, you're not just the smart kid in class. You're the boy genius on the evening news, and now everyone wants a piece of you. So your parents do the responsible thing. They get you tested properly, not by a school counselor. By a board-certified psychologist who specializes in profoundly gifted children, the kind universities call when they need a real number. The number comes back even higher than the first test suggested. You are now, officially, one of 19 children in the country, with a documented score this extreme. But a normal classroom isn't going to work anymore. So you get a learning plan, not a tutor. A team of 5, each with a doctorate, rotating by subject. Mathematics on Monday and Wednesday. Physics on Tuesday and Thursday. A linguist for languages on Friday. Your parents quit their jobs within the year, one to manage your schedule and one to manage everything else, because there is, suddenly, a lot of everything else. Universities start reaching out before you're 12, not for you to attend classes, for you to sit in on research. A lab at a well-known engineering school invites you to shadow a graduate program 3 days a week. Your parents say yes. Within 6 months, you're more comfortable around postdocs than other 9-year-olds. By now, strangers know your name. A reporter shows up outside your school twice in one semester, so your family does what the situation requires. They hire a media consultant, the kind crisis firms use, just to screen calls. Your home number gets changed and unlisted. Interview requests get forwarded to an inbox. Nobody in your family checks anymore, because there are, on average, 11 of them a week. You're learning constantly, surrounded by experts, your potential expanding every day. So now you can really start working, because, well, you're a documented prodigy, and people want results. A foundation offers to fund an independent research project. You publish your first paper at 11, not as a co-author, first name on the byline. The other names on the paper have decades of experience you don't have. Nobody seems to mind. It's good publicity for everyone involved. And nobody warns you about this part. A mind like yours doesn't stop. Even on a Saturday, even on vacation, your brain keeps working problems that nobody asked you to solve. You wake up turning over an equation you fell asleep thinking about every single day, without trying. So the work is handled, the schedule is handled, the funding, the publishing, all handled. But you want to go to a friend's birthday party. Just a normal Saturday with normal 10-year-olds. You ask your mom. She checks the calendar. There's a research call with the lab at the same time. You miss the party. You always miss the party. When you finally do see your old classmates, in the school hallway during a rare visit, nobody talks to you the way they used to. One kid asks you to do his math homework. Another asks if you're some kind of robot. You laugh because you don't know what else to do. The conversation ends fast. You go back to the research room. But it's not the strangers that get to you, it's the people you already know. Your aunt brings up your IQ score at every single family dinner, like it's the only interesting thing about you. Your cousins stop inviting you to anything because, in their words, you make them feel stupid, even though you've never once tried to. Your little sister gets asked, constantly, why she isn't like you. She starts answering with silence. You used to have a best friend down the street. He still comes over, sometimes. He agrees with everything you say now. He laughs at jokes that aren't funny. He used to argue with you about everything. Video games, who was faster, whose idea was better. That was the whole friendship. Now he just nods. Then the disputes start. Not one, several. 5 in the first 2 years. A rival lab claims your published findings actually came from a graduate student's earlier unpublished draft. A former tutor says she deserves co-author credit she was never given. A research foundation you barely remember signing paperwork with claims a cut of any future patent. Your family hires a lawyer who specializes in academic disputes, the same kind universities call when a major grant is at risk. Most of the claims go nowhere. Your lawyer uses the word opportunistic so often it stops sounding like a word. But each one costs money to settle quietly, and each settlement gets written up somewhere, and each write-up brings 2 more emails from people who think they're owed something too. By the time you're 15, your family's legal retainer runs 6 figures a year, and you've never met most of the people billing it. By 13, you have a publicist. By 14, you have a contract for a memoir you didn't write. People are calling your house at all hours. Then it happens. You meet someone finally who treats you like a person and not a headline. She's in your one outside class, the only normal thing left on your schedule. She's funny, she doesn't ask about the test scores, and for a few months it feels like the first real friendship you've had since the news story aired. Then you overhear her telling another classmate that being your friend looks good on a college application. You stop sitting next to her. She never asks why. 2 weeks later, a story runs online. A former tutor, paid for an interview, says you were difficult, isolated, not built for normal connection. It's framed as concern. It reads like a verdict. People who have never met you now have opinions about exactly what's wrong with you, based on a quote from someone you saw twice a week for a paycheck. Your mother calls one evening, and for 10 minutes she just talks about the garden, the dog, nothing important, and your shoulders finally drop. Then she mentions your sister. How she's stopped telling people her last name at school. How she said once quietly that she wishes you weren't her brother. Your mother isn't saying it to hurt you. She doesn't know what else to do with it. Around the same time, your family's media consultant calls another meeting. Someone close to your schedule has been feeding details to a tabloid blog. Small things, your weekly routine, which lab you're in on which day. They trace it through a calendar invite that only one assistant had access to. It's Daniel, the scheduling coordinator who has worked for your family for 3 years. He's let go on a Tuesday morning. You watch him carry a single box to his car from the upstairs window. He doesn't look up. The lab keeps running. The papers keep publishing. The team around you keeps the machine humming. You turn 18 and walk across a stage to collect a degree 4 years early, while a stadium of strangers claps for a name they read off a card. Your family sits in the 3rd row. Your sister doesn't come. That night, you sit alone in the lab after everyone else has gone home. The equations on the board are the same ones that used to feel like magic. The building is silent, except for the hum of the server room down the hall. You used to do this exact kind of work for free, in your bedroom, before anyone knew your name, just because you loved it. You try to remember what that felt like. You can't quite get there anymore. You step outside. The night is the same sky you used to look at as a kid, before any of this started. Same stars, same depth. You used to lie on the lawn and stare up and think about nothing in particular. Now you stand there, and your mind starts solving something automatically before you can stop it. You go back inside. You go back to work. There is always more work, and you are, by now, the only one who knows how to do it.